HTC has announced its first Android One handset, a device that cuts into the mid-range, offering a number of superior HTC traits, but while giving you a clean Android Oreo software experience. The HTC U11 Life is described as a little brother to the HTC U11, but it's a mini in the sense that it differs not only in size, but in the specs too. This is a phone designed to appeal to those wanting a premium mid-ranger, and there's a lot to like about it. One thing to note is that the Android One version of this phone is available globally, but in the US, T-Mobile has a version of this device running Android Nougat with HTC Sense. Premium design shifts to acrylic. 149.09 x 72.9 x 8.1 mm, 142G. Acrylic liquid surface finish. IP67 protection rating. The HTC U11 Life looks a lot like the HTC U11 thanks to the liquid surface rear, but as soon as you pick it up you'll feel the difference. Where the U11 is weighty, the U11 Life feels surprisingly light. This is partly down to the move to an acrylic liquid surface rear, so it's not piling in as much weighty glass as some of the other U11 models. That gives you the looks if not quite the same feel in the hand. At launch there are two colors for this handset, sapphire blue and brilliant black, the former of which is the most interesting color. If this phone looks familiar, that's probably because it's closely related to the HTC U-Play that launched in early 2017, although there have been a number of upgrades to make this a more powerful and more appealing handset. There's IP67 waterproofing, which adds a premium feature you don't always find in the mid-range, and the U11 Life also gets the squeeze functionality of the U11, letting you launch Google Assistant with a squeeze. With a regular 16:9 display, the fingerprint scanner sits on the front of this phone in the plentiful bezel top and bottom of the display. There's actually a lot to love about this phone design. While it's not squeezing in a newfangled 18:9 display, there's a great proportionality to this phone, while the vibrancy of that rear blue color really speaks to us. Too many mid-range phones want to look like metal unibody flagships, and the HTC U11 Life has an understated elegance that we really like. Display and hardware. 5.2-inch Super LCD, 1920 x 1080 pixels, 423 ppi. Qualcomm Snapdragon 630, 4GB RAM. 64GB storage and microSD. 2600 mAh battery. There's a 5.2-inch display on the front of the HTC U11 Life. This has a regular 16:9 aspect and is Super LCD, the name that HTC gives to its panels. It has a 1920 x 1080 pixel resolution, so it's full HD.